Morning everybody, and welcome to another session of Simply Made Saturday with me, Helen Armstrong from Pandrapops Craft and Joyful Moments. Today we're going to make a Simply Made card, as the name of the video suggests. But I'm going to show you a technique of embossing using your paper trimmer. If you have, I don't even know what it's called, the scoring tool, the scoring tool on your trimmer. If you don't have a scoring tool, you can use the tip of a ballpoint pen, which has got no ink in it. You could even use a ruler. You can get scoring boards. There's lots of different ways you can do it. Stamping up, do the take your pick tool, and one of the ends is a scoring end, so you could use one of those with a ruler as well. But I like this paper trimmer because not only does it have a cutter, it also has the scoring blade. So yeah, I love that. Right, so let's get started. I am using the Greetings for All, which is currently out, but it's also in the new annual catalogue. Not annual catalogue, what am I saying? Quarterly catalogue from Stamping Up. Which is the main August one. I'm also using the Meant For You new stickers, board type stickers, which again are coming out on the 5th of May. To make a quick and simple card. I'm going to use some inks. We're going to use bubble bath, and we're also going to use gloss glue. So I'm making just a nice friendship card, but also a happy birthday card. So this is what we are going to be doing with our scoring tool. We're going to be making a bit of a checkerboard effect. So let's get started with that one. So I'll show you how I did it, and then we'll make the two cards. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to get on and do it. Right, so you need to place your card at the I'm doing ½ centimetres going along the top, moving that cutting blade out the way so I don't end up cutting my card. And we're just going to go back and forth a few times. And then we're going to move it to the 1 centimetre mark. So we're doing it in ½ centimetre increments as we go along. For those of you in America, I would probably do it in 1/4 inches. Would probably be about right. Every 1/4 inch. So I'm now up to 2.5. And then we go up to 3. I'm just using the basic white card, which is the thin card from Stamping Up, to make this card front. Because I think it scores really quite well. So what I've been doing this week. So I have been taking part in Stamping Up's virtual album retreat, where we get to make 10 double spreads layouts for scrapbooks. First time I've done it, and I've absolutely loved the whole time I've been making. The only issue is that for those of us in Europe and UK, but also obviously in the South Pacific, the timings aren't great because it starts at 2 p.m. Mountain Time in America, and which means it starts at 9 p.m. in the UK, and it's been going for about 3 to 4. Well, it's been going for 6 hours or so every night. There was only one night I managed to make it to about 1 o'clock in the morning. The rest of the time I've been finishing around about midnight, because it has been rather late. But the good thing about it is that all the videos are recorded, so you don't have to attend live. And if you do decide that it's something that you want to do now, those videos will be on Facebook for the next 30 days. And then in the Virtual Album Retreat Facebook group, there will be a link after those 30 days to the videos on YouTube, just purely for those that have done the album retreat. Now on my card, I did the second lot every centimetre, but I'm actually going to do it every half centimetre just to see what it looks like. See whether I prefer it. Yeah, so as I say, timing's not been great, and it is a suggestion that I'm going to put forward to Stamping Up, that if maybe they can start 10 AM their time, it would make it a lot easier for the rest of us, but obviously not the South Pacific. They'd be having a similar problem as to what we've had now, where it would start very late in the evening. I understand there is, you know, there's a reason for this. A lot of the attendees will be in America, but it might be something that they suggest that they do 2 lots of these sessions, one that fits in better with those of us in Europe. But yeah, as I say, it's been great. Loved it. Loved taking part in the live sessions that I've been able to. It's been fun watching the Stamping Up crew interact with one another. That has been quite very enjoyable. Learning lots. How to change your pages, how to add what we call flip-flaps, how to adjust the page protectors so you can see more. Yeah, it's been great. I really, really enjoyed it. So we're getting almost to the end, and I realised I've missed that first one. We'll go back and do that one. So I hope everybody has had a good week. It might have just been very busy, and it's going to get even busier because next week I've got my monthly card class happening that I do on first Tuesdays of the month. So I've got that happening next week. Looking forward to that. Okay, still not there. Need to go back. I just realised I don't think I've actually done the last. Let me just. I didn't do that one. Yeah, I've not done this very well, have I? 14 and a half. Because I was too busy talking. I think I possibly need to replace my scoring blade. You can get new replacements for these. Okay, and I use that last one again. That very first one. Okay, so we got this. The next thing we do is we're going to turn it on an angle. I'm going to make sure both points are in the channel, because we're going to cut it in half. Okay, so we do have 2 bits. Move our trimmer out of the way because we don't need it again. Okay, so we have our 2 bits for our cards. I wonder which one you prefer. Do you prefer the one which has got the longer bits or the proper grid pattern? You know what, let's do one of each and see which one we prefer. Okay, so the next bit we're going to do is we're going to bring in a little piece of card, and we are going to do some ink blending. So first of all, I'm going to do bubble bath. I'll just make sure that it's, and I'm just going to ink blend over the top. I'm using a tanning brush because it goes on really, really quite quickly. And I think you get a relatively even coverage as well. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can add a little bit of extra colour on the bottom and on the side. Okay, happy with that. And our other one we are going to do in Lost Lagoon. I need another brush, just make sure what colour we've got currently on that one. No. I got these brushes really, really quite cheap in Boots in the United Kingdom. They were on sale. I wish I'd got more. I only got 3. Unfortunately, I think I should have got an awful lot more because they're really good at blending. But having said that, they clean really easily. Because I've used these ones all different colours. but I just love how quickly you can get coverage. Okay, what do I want to do? A little bit more. Okay, let's put that away because we don't need it anymore. And yes, I've managed to stick my finger in the ink as per usual. Nothing changes. I wonder whether you like the new nails. I went for a very, very minimalist look, but spring colours this week. Yeah, I think I much prefer them to the all over colour. But let me know in the comments what you prefer. Okay, so we're going to bring in our first card and we're just going to layer up. Now, I am going to put this on dimensionals, so I just need to quickly reach across and get my dimensionals. So you can put it flat if you want to. I like to have a little bit of extra dimension to the cards that I make. And one in that corner. And whilst I've got them out, we'll add this one. So as I say, we're going to do a quick birthday card and a quick sending sunshine card for somebody who maybe is feeling a bit under the weather, or you know, you just want to say basically you're thinking of them. I think it's quite nice just to sometimes send that type of card. Okay, let's put that one away. This one we're going to add on the bottom right hand edge as we make it. It was interesting today. I was having a conversation with my lovely husband about my scrapbooking, and he asked me where I was going to put all the new pages I've made, and I explained I was going to put them in my album. He then asked where the album was going to go, and I said in the shelf in my dining room, and then he said she would just cut out the middleman and put it straight in the loft. As you can imagine, that did not go down very, very well with me at all. He's actually sat by the side of me now trying not to laugh. Yeah, I was not a happy bunny with that comment, I have to say. And then again, when I said, oh, what I might do is actually put put some of the pages in 12 by 12 frames and put them up the stairs. And yet again, he said, well, yeah, we're halfway to the loft. So yes, the joys of married life and husbands. I know he was only joking. He doesn't share the same love as I do of crafting or things like that. He's very much more of a techie person, and loves computers, loves automation, that sort of thing with the house, and has recently found a love of cleaning the car, which I never thought that would happen. But I think it was more the investigation into all the things that he could use to clean the car with. He's really enjoyed that side of it. So yeah, and the bonus is I get to drive around in a gorgeously beautiful clean car. I'm just going to add this just for a little bit extra of dimension at the top here. Oh, it'd be helpful if I put it straight, wouldn't it? And hid the dimensional as well. Okay, and then the last thing for this card is we're just going to add our sentiment. I'm going to just knock off, let's just check that that is the right colour. I'm just going to just knock this back a little bit so we haven't got as much white. I'm just going to add a little bit of that bubble bath on there. Yeah, like that. Again, sticking it up on dimensionals. Obviously, if you're going to post this card, you probably wouldn't want to put as many dimensionals on because it can add to bulk and more postage costs. If you were just going to give it to a friend or, you know, give it to somebody, I would say, yeah, send it, put as many dimensionals on as you'd like to. Okay, so that is our first card. How easy was that? Okay, the other one is just as easy, so let's get started with that one. But this time we are going to put this the other way around. Now you don't have to peel off every dimensional, which was actually a tip that they said in the retreat, was that as long as they're there, they will do the same job. So you don't have to stick every single one down. Okay, let me just ensure I've got this stuck down where I want it to be. Okay, there we go. So this time we've got some balloons, and our added extra is a star. And I've got cat hair on my card. Okay, so we're going to add dimensionals at the bottom because we want our balloons to stick up a little bit. Okay, I can peel off some of the sticky at the bottom and at the top. I like how these have got the sticky backs. Okay, so I'm just going to layer that there. It'd be helpful if I actually did pick the back off the dimensional there, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay, and then we're going to stick up our star. I'm just going to leave the backing on this time. And we're going to add that just in the corner here, or maybe here. Where do we think? I quite like it there. Okay, but before we go any further, I am going to pick up the colouring. I'm going to do a little bit of colouring here. So I'm just going to colour in the happy birthday with the Lost Lagoon, which picks up the colour of one of the balloons, and also the colour that we used on the card itself. So as I say, it's very quick and easy to make this type of card. You could put a lot more effort in, more you could add more embellishments, more bits and pieces, but as I always say, the aim of Simply Made Saturday is to make it as simple as possible. But we've added that little bit of extra dimension with making our own embossed card. Okay, nearly there. I like how they've left some of these letters from the, let me just double check what I'm talking about, the greetings for all. Left them without making them black or solid, so you can pick up your own colour. Okay, so tomorrow is sharing Sunday, and tomorrow I will be sharing with you the new paper pumpkin kit that I finally received this week in the post, and I'll be sharing with you how I'm going to put together it, how 3 of the cards how they're supposed to, and then share with you some ideas about how you can change it up as well. So yeah, so that'll be the idea with that one. Yeah. So I'm hopeful. If you just heard my dog go, that's just my son going in and out. So yeah, so that is my plan for tomorrow. That's what I will be doing. I'm just going to put that, just check that we're still in frame. Okay, there we go. Now, so you could obviously add a little bit of, you could put some embellishments here if you wanted to, but for a quick and easy Simply Made Saturday, I think these are lovely. So again, we've used the Meant for You chipboardy type stickers from the May to August quarterly catalogue, which is coming out on the 5th of May. And we've also used the Greetings for All. Now, these are obviously, this is already out. You can get it on Stampin' Up's website. You have to wait until the 5th of August for that. they've also released Sincerely Noted, which is lots of wording. We'll be using those in the coming weeks. And also, they've also released Under the Sun, which is another mix and match ephemera pack. So yeah, lots of new things coming out, and I can't wait to share with you. Okay, let me know in the comments what you think. Will you be using this embossing technique and doing it slightly differently, or yeah, let me know. All right, take care everybody, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great rest of your weekend, and always remember, craft your joy.